Hello and welcome to this video about the menu system and functions in TrueBox in VR. My name is Peter Carlander and I'm the developer of this game. So let's get started. When you start the game, you see this menu. The first thing you have to choose in order to start the game is your moving method. So in TrueBox in VR there are three different options. The first is the seated version where you only use your controllers. The second is to use controllers and your feet. It's a standing option. I have added a third version which is also a standing version with no controllers. You only use your feet and you have a fixed safe area. This improves the game experience, but it also improves the safety since the safe area is fixed, minimize the risk of punching into the wall or running into the wall. Okay, here's a representation of how you set up your room scale boundary to line up with the virtual red square in-game boundary. So when you start off the game by choosing this option, standing no controllers, you will end up with something that looks like this. So what you have to do is to align it with the red square, and you do that by rotating and moving the boundary. So you use your right controller to rotate the boundary to line up with the red square, so it will look something like this. And then you use your left controller to move it so it will look something like this. And now you have aligned your room scale boundary with the virtual red square boundary. So now everything is set to start the game. When you click the done button, you lock the controllers. You can't move with the controllers anymore. If for some reason the red square is too small or too big, you can adjust that with the up or down arrows that you see in this menu. But normally it should be calculating quite accurately how big your room scale boundary is, and the red square should be adapted to that. So once you click done, the game starts. Once you have set up your room scale boundary, you will see this menu. From this main menu you have the lower part where you can go directly to the fight mode or directly to the gym. But you also have the upper level of the setup where you have settings, the fight menu and the gym menu. Then you have the learn and help menu. The fight and gym menus are the same as these two images. If you click on the settings menu, it will bring you into a fairly limited menu right now because this menu is under construction. What you could do is to reset all your values. But please be careful, because if you reset all values, everything will be gone. All your game stats will be gone. You have also the option to click on the set voiceover audio button to on or off. Once you have heard all the voiceover introductions, you might not want to hear that again because you know what it says, and then you can click it to off. I recommend that for the first time that you listen it through and then turn it off. The next menu is the fight menu. In the fight menu you can have a direct fight or you can go to the career mode. If you go on the direct fight, you see this menu where you can choose from 10 different opponents. You click on one of the opponents and you will see this menu where you can choose the amount of rounds, you can choose the length of the rounds, and once you click the fight button, the fight starts. When you click on the career button, you get this menu where you can see your current ranking and you can see all the different boxes ranking from the 10 boxes that you saw in the previous menu. Once you want to proceed, in this case you're ranked number 9, and you will face this guy from Japan with 15 wins, 4 losses and 1 draw. And you click start and then that fight will start. If you click on the gym button, you will get into this view where you can click on pad works, sparring, free sparring. If you click on pad work, you will get the option to start a pad work session. You can choose on the left hand side between 4 different sets, straight punches, hooks, all punches and combinations. When you click start, that session starts. If you click exercise, you get the same kind of menu as with the pad works, where you choose an exercise, you get a short explanation, and you click on the start button, and that session starts. In the gym menu, there's also a small arrow where you can have additional exercises. You have the heavy bag exercise, you have the punch ball, and then the future coming up with complete workouts. The next menu, the learn menu, you can see short clips, an explanation on each punch. And then also the last one is the help menu, where you have information on how the controllers work and the different functions with it.